Hi there. I'm going to talk about the takeover of commercial farms in 2002 that took place in Zimbabwe. In 2002, Robert Mugabe ordered the war vets and other peasants to invade white-owned commercial farms. The explanation given was that reform of land ownership was needed to address land imbalances inherited from the colonial era, and for the black majority who lived on arid land unsuitable for farming. Robert Mugabe claimed that the land was for the peasants, and then on the contrary, it became clear once land invasions were underway that land was now used to reward those with top posts in the ruling party, as well as well-connected ZANU-PF supporters. The president and his close relatives, cabinet ministers, all of ZANU-PF's 56 Politburo members, 98 members of parliament, and 35 unelected senators were all allocated farms, and all 10 provincial governors seized farms, with 4 being multiple owners. 16 Supreme Court and High Court judges were all allocated farms, and then top army generals were all given farms. Even journalists who were favorites of the ruling party were allocated farms, and it was as of 2020, the Mugabe family had owned 24 farms, and I have obtained figures published by the Zimbabwe newspaper of 24 November 2009, and it has a list of named individuals and how many farms they acquired. From the list, 8 individuals at two farms each, then 16 individuals at 3 farms each, 12 individuals at 4 farms each, and 4 individuals at 6 farms each, with 2 individuals owning 7 farms between them, and then 1 individual has 8 farms. Then someone called Chris Chingosho had 9 farms, while Mutumwa Mwawere is listed as getting 21 farms. By 2006, the number of large-scale commercial farmers had dropped from 4,000 white farmers to 400, who were forced off the land through murders, beatings, and forced evictions. Many of these individuals who acquired farms were based in the capital Harare and only set foot on the farms on weekends and used them for throwing parties and barbecues. They were nicknamed cell phone farmers. The once productive farmland was now idle, becoming overgrown with weeds and lying fallow. Many of these farms were lying fallow either because the new owners were not keen on farming, or they simply disappeared. And the government officials were fond of bragging that farm invasions had created 300,000 farmers over the last 10 years, but reliable sources said only about 150,000 people had access to farms. The majority owned between 10 and 50 hectares, and most of them were ZANU-PF supporters. The new farmers did not have access to loans from the banks, and many did not have the skills to farm. The farms were left to be reclaimed by the grass, and In certain cases, they simply left the properties. Zimbabwe's agricultural production had fallen by 60% since 2000 when the land invasions began. Exports from the sector fell from 1.4 billion in 2000 to nearly 700 million by 2008. In the face of collapse in crop production, the government started experimenting with what Soviet-style command agriculture, and under this program, the farmers were given fuel, seed, fertilizer, plows, and tractors, and they were supposed to use this to rehabilitate irrigation equipment vandalized and stolen during the farm seizures. Of the 400 tractors released under the government command agriculture program, most of them were stripped for their parts for resale on the black market, or they simply disappeared. The poor peasants who had led the farm invasions at the behest of Mugabe have since been driven off the best farms. That was the era of Robert Mugabe. In 2017, Emerson Mnangagwa was elected as president, and all of a sudden he realized that it was a mistake to chase away the farmers. In an effort to repair relations with the Western countries, especially Britain, the government started enticing farmers back to farming, with most of them now renting land from the new black owners. It is estimated that about 900 farmers had returned to farming as of 2022. Of course, some farmers had relocated as far afield as Australia and New Zealand, and these will never be able to get back to farming in Zimbabwe. Thank you for listening to this recording. If you like the material presented here, please subscribe and give me some likes. Thank you. Bye.